What's up, Capricorn? I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling grounded and protected and blessed. So, Capricorn, take a moment to breathe, settle into your energy, and be present. Okay, if you found this reading, trust that there may be a message here for you. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Jupiter placements. Take what resonates and whatever does not, don't force it to fit. Energy is fluid, so apply the message as it fits your situation and trust your intuition. Okay? Divine Source and Creator, I invite your presence into this reading. Please protect this space, myself, and Capricorn completely. Remove any energy that is not aligned with truth, clarity, and divine guidance. Let every message come through clearly, accurately, and in alignment with the highest good of those meant to receive it. Bring clarity where there is confusion and direction where it is needed the most. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, Capricorn. Let's tap in and see what's coming through for you. Messages for Capricorn. What wants to come through for Capricorn? Okay. Ace of Pentacles just flipped underneath the deck. Okay, so you could possibly have a golden opportunity coming up. Okay, whether that's work. Alright, it's a gateway to a new life here. Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn, please. So, let's see what we have for Capricorn. The Nine of Cups. Ten of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles. Two of Cups sideways. The Star. Page of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, this was meant to pop out for you, Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, underneath it all, Ace of Wands. Okay. So we got Aquarius energy. So far. Okay, with that star, which is healing, hope, emotional renewal, guidance after chaos. Okay, so Capricorn, this reading feels like Somebody trying to figure out whether something is worth investing in emotionally. Again, while also realizing they cannot keep carrying the same emotional burden here the same way that they used to. Right off the bat, the energy starts small but sincere with the Page of Pentacles here. The Nine of Cups. Okay, somebody either wants to make an offer, start communication, test the waters, or slowly move towards something that feels emotionally fulfilling. This could absolutely be romance, but honestly, this also feels tied to stability here, long-term potential, or rebuilding trust. Hmm. The interesting part of this reading, um, is this Ten of Wands reversed. Somebody's exhausted, but it looks like they're trying to put down emotional baggage, pressure, overthinking, maybe even responsibilities, or even resentment. Okay, this feels like I can't keep forcing this. I can't carry everybody emotionally here. I need peace now. Um, and then boom, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, despite the exhaustion, the long-term potential here is still on the table here. Ten of Pentacles is not casual energy. This is legacy, commitment, family, stability, long-term investment, marriage conversations, building something real, or wanting permanence here. But then you hit the sideways Two of Cups. That's the complication. Okay, the emotional connection is still there, but the alignment is weird right now. Somebody may love the other person but not know how to move forward. Okay, someone could feel disconnected emotionally. Okay, either you or this is someone else that may want to reconcile but fear repeating patterns. Someone could be struggling with timing or have inconsistent communication here. This does not feel fully over emotionally. If anything, it feels emotionally unfinished. Okay, now this story comes in like spiritual recovery after emotional burnout. Someone's trying to regain faith either in this connection, either in themselves, either in love general, or the future here. Star besides this sideways Two of Cups is important because it says hope is still alive, even if the relationship is awkward or at a pause or at a distance, even if it's confusing or emotionally uneven right now. So this Page of Wands reversed is frustration, okay? Communication problems. It's most definitely immaturity. Hot and cold behavior, okay? Fear of initiating here. It also represents delays, lack of confidence. Somebody may also be watching but not acting here. Okay, I see this Page of Swords. This could even represent somebody who gets inspired emotionally, then pulls back immediately, like starts typing, then deletes a message or something. Or gets excited, then overthinks, okay? This energy may also want movement but fears rejection here. This may even say, whoever this Page of Wands is in reverse, they may say very little while secretly feeling a lot, okay? I'll just say that, okay? So now here's where the energy flips again with this Six of Wands, okay? Recognition. Somebody wants attention, validation, maybe even success, or acknowledgement from the other person. This can absolutely indicate somebody coming forward publicly, reaching out, trying to prove themselves and wanting a victory after a difficult cycle. Okay, there's pride here too with the Six of Wands. A lot of pride. Okay, you got this Eight of Cups here. This is where the reading gets deep, because this card can go two ways depending on who moves first emotionally. Okay, scenario one, someone walks away from emotional confusion because they're tired of waiting for clarity. They choose self-respect, healing, and peace over emotional limbo here. Okay, the second scenario, someone walks away from old emotional patterns, not necessarily the relationship itself, meaning leaving behind avoidance, leaving behind fear, emotional immaturity, inconsistent effort. And honestly, Capricorn, with the surrounding cards, I'm gonna lean more towards the second scenario, because the Ten of Pentacles and the Star are still too strong here to completely dismiss this connection here. Okay, but this almost feels like someone wants to walk away from a commitment or a family situation here. This Page of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles next to each other, and this Ace of Wands underneath it all. Then you got the Six of Swords. This is somebody watching, thinking, analyzing, lurking, checking, staying mentally connected here while a brand new beginning tries to emerge. Okay, two aces underneath means the situation's not dead. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. There's potential here for a new start, a renewed passion, communication, a fresh opportunity, or rebuilding from a different foundation here. Okay, this Page of Swords especially says somebody is mentally preoccupied with this. Okay, they may not be speaking much, but they're definitely observing here. Okay. So the biggest issue here is not lack of feelings, it's inconsistency, avoidance, emotional fatigue. and fear of vulnerability. So far this reading says stop carrying relationships by yourself. Okay, this is for some of you. Okay, the Ten of Wands reversed with the sideways Two of Cups here says balance has to return. Okay, if somebody wants long-term access to you emotionally, they have to participate consistently, not just when emotions spike here. Okay, the star says keep your hope, but don't confuse hope with overextending yourself. Alright, this Eight of Cups, whatever happens next requires leaving old emotional cycles behind first. Okay, otherwise the same situation repeats with a different conversation attached to it. Okay. Somebody could be moving towards a new opportunity here, a new life. Give me 5 more cards for Capricorn. Oh wow. Devil, Page of Cups, Temperance, the Empress in reverse. Five of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Underneath it all, the Lovers. Capricorn energy, Sagittarius energy, Taurus, Libra energy, also Gemini here. Capricorn. That's your energy with the Devil card, okay? Of obsession, attachment, temptation, control, unhealthy cycles, okay? Intense desire here. Okay, this second pull goes way deeper into the emotional complication here behind this first spread that I did. The first reading showed unfinished connection energy. This one explains why it feels so difficult to fully detach or fully stabilize. Okay, the fact that the Devil comes out first is huge because this is intense attachment energy. Somebody here is deeply tied emotionally, physically, mentally, or spiritually to this situation. Okay, this is not casual curiosity. This feels consuming. Okay, the Devil energy is not automatically evil, though. Okay, people always panic when they see it, but honestly, this card usually points towards unhealthy attachment, emotional dependency, fear of losing control, lust mixed with emotions, obsession, jealousy, repeated toxic cycles, okay? Someone may have difficulty letting go even when things become draining here. And besides, it sits right next to the Page of Cups. Okay, that combination is emotionally messy because it feels like somebody does have feelings, softness, vulnerability, or even an apology brewing here. Okay, but the emotional maturity is inconsistent. Okay, 1 minute this person may feel deeply connected and sentimental, and the next they pull back into avoidance, ego, temptation, or emotional confusion here. Okay, this may also indicate somebody who watches silently, someone who fantasizes about reconnecting, someone who thinks emotionally about you often here, or this is you that's doing this. This could also indicate someone who struggles to express emotions in a grounded or mature way. Okay, then comes Temperance, and this is the card trying to save the situation from collapsing under emotional extremes. Okay, this temperance card is saying slow down, heal first, stop feeding unhealthy cycles, and find emotional balance. So if I put Temperance and the Devil together, it's one of the clearest signs of I know this connection affects me deeply, but I'm trying to regain control of myself. Okay. I think my eyes need a break. Been doing this on and off all day. Okay, somebody here may be trying to heal from codependency or emotional chaos. Arguments, inconsistent behavior here. Okay, or a relationship dynamic that became emotionally overwhelming here. Now the real pressure point here is the Empress reverse. Okay, this can point several ways, and all of them matter here. Okay, emotional neglect, low self-worth, somebody not feeling valued, someone not seeing their worth. This is blocked feminine energy here. Insecurity, overgiving, emotional burnout. Okay, someone struggling to nurture the connection properly here. For some of you Capricorns, this absolutely looks like somebody who keep pouring into a connection until they become drained emotionally. Okay, the Empress reversed. Okay, it often shows somebody whose energy has become depleted from carrying too much emotionally while receiving inconsistent effort back. Okay, then you hit this Five of Wands of conflict, competition, tension, power struggles, clashing of the egos. It's also miscommunication. So this looks like a connection where feelings exist, but so do unresolved frustrations here. Honestly, this spread feels like two people who trigger each other heavily. Okay, not necessarily because the feelings are fake, but sometimes because the feelings are too strong and neither person fully knows how to handle them maturely here. The Seven of Pentacles changes the pace completely. Okay, despite everything, somebody's still waiting here. Okay, still watching. Page of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is investment energy. It says, I already put time, energy, emotions, or effort into this, so now what? Okay, underneath you got this Lovers. That's the underlying energy here. And it matters because it confirms this connection is not emotionally surface level. Okay, the Lovers is not just romance. It is choice, alignment, temptation versus values, emotional truth, and spiritual connection here. Okay, this Devil and this Lovers both present, this can absolutely, with both of them present, they're not even side by side, but that's not the point. This can absolutely represent a strong soul tie. Okay, karmic attraction, intense chemistry, addictive emotional dynamics, or a connection that forces both people to confront shadow aspects of themselves. Okay, so when I connect this entire spread here, this second spread explains the emotional mechanics underneath here. Emotional waiting, conflict, a connection that still has emotional gravity, attachment, healing attempts. So for some of you Capricorns, I'm sorry, what you need to understand, this connection cannot survive on chemistry alone. Okay, that's the message. The Devil plus the Lovers combination can create incredibly magnetic connections, but without emotional maturity and balance, the relationship becomes emotionally consuming instead of emotionally healthy. Okay, Temperance is literally the spiritual intervention card in this reading, saying, slow this down before it destroys everybody emotionally here. So you popped up in your own reading, Capricorn. This is your reading. For some of you, the advice, the outcome, I'm going to say the advice is to stop ignoring emotional imbalance just because the connection feels powerful here. All right, this Empress reversed. Says somebody here has been emotionally depleted trying to hold everything together. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles matters. It says patience. Okay, patience without progress becomes self-sacrifice. Okay, and the problem is strong feelings alone are not enough to sustain a healthy connection if communication stays inconsistent. Turn this all back up right. If healing never happens, or a toxic cycle keeps repeating here. Okay, the Lovers underneath says a major choice is eventually coming. So you can continue this cycle as it is, or you can evolve the connection into something healthier and more balanced. Okay. Let's see. Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. All right. This is all that I have for you, Capricorn. If this message resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so these messages keep reaching those who need them. Take only what aligned with you and apply it. Stay grounded, stay protected, and stay rooted in your truth. Okay, much love. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, Capricorn.